So ever wonder why retail traders it takes such a beating for being such an above average crowd? Today we're going to talk about the easy entry trap, why retail traders get crushed. My name is Brian McAboy. I'm with Inside Out Trading, and I teach traders how to make their profits so predictable they can quit their day job without fear. Today, again, we're going to talk about the easy entry trap. And this is really important. If you've been struggling to make consistent profits, you've been fighting, making mistakes, having trouble controlling your emotions, avoiding doing the things that give back all your profits. Well, you want to pay attention because that's what we're going to talk about now. And the easy entry trap, really, it's a result of really one of the best things about trading and the worst at the same time. So what is it that we're talking about as far as the easy entry trap? With trading, if you think about it, as far as businesses that you can enter, or even occupations or anything, this is one of the very few where it has the potential that it does, but there are really almost zero requirements or barriers to entry to get into this field or this business. It's crazy. It used to be that you had to have money. You had to have at least minimum $5,000 to $10,000 to get started. Heck, nowadays you don't even need that much to get started trading. But other than that, there are no barriers to entry. It is a super easy entry into this business. You don't have to put up a building. You don't have to hire employees. You don't have to do any market research. You don't have to do any of that stuff like you do with other businesses. And as far as occupations, again, no barriers. It's not like you have to pass a test or get a degree in this or get a certification or any of that kind of stuff. If you can fund an account, you can start trading today. And again, that's one of the awesome things about this business. This is the low barriers to entry. It's also one of the worst, though, because it really is a trap. Because there are no barriers to entry, because there is no requirement aside from you signing that, yes, you're using money you can afford to lose. Beyond that, there's really not a whole lot of requirements. And so it looks super easy. It looks almost entry level, like a job, an entry level job where it's no, you don't have to have any prior experience or education or anything for this job. Sure, come on in, just start doing the job and we'll pay you. And the thing is, it's not an entry level job. And this is the trap. It looks easy enough, especially if you're above average. If you're above average, yeah, you look at trading, yeah, I get it. It doesn't take long. You understand how the game works. You know what you're supposed to do, find a good strategy, buy low, sell high, figure out how to do that consistently, control your emotions, stay disciplined, all that kind of stuff. Looks very simple. But again, it's a mental trap because here's the thing. When you first start trading and you look at it and, oh my God, yeah, this is so simple. I love it. It's just, yeah, this is one of the easiest things I could ever get into. And the thing is, it looks simple on the surface, and it is relatively simple compared to a lot of other occupations, a lot of jobs. Yes, trading is very simple. There are way more complex and sophisticated jobs than trading. And most of the people that are struggling with trading, the irony of it is your day job is probably way more sophisticated and complex and challenging than trading is. With trading, it's the self-mastery. It appears to be the big thing. And that's why, hence the big focus on find a good strategy and focus on your psychology. And that's the general notion. And it's an easy one to come to that kind of a conclusion. It's easy to come to that by yourself because you said you're saying, got a strategy. I like it. It makes sense. But man, I just can't seem to stick to it. I keep making all these stupid mistakes. And so there must be some psychological problem with me. I got to figure out how to control my emotions. Maybe I have some deep subconscious issue. Maybe I got a relationship with money issue or fear of success or a mommy daddy issue that's screwing me up for trading. And it's really easy to fall into this mental trap that, okay, you just need a strategy and focus on your psychology and you're golden. And the thing is, that's a huge misperception that's put forth out there. And again, I'm not judging. When I was struggling at first, I came to the same conclusions. Yeah, it looks simple enough. I just keep making a lot of mistakes. There must be something going on up here that I can't seem to do what I know I'm supposed to do. And the thing is, it's an oversimplification of the problem. That's why it's so elusive, because again, this looks very straightforward. Now, here's something to kind of help you out with this though. Trading, as you've come to learn, if you've been trading for any length of time, it is a skill-based occupation. And it's one of finesse and control and precision and that kind of stuff. Like golf. I love using the golf metaphor because golf is a very straightforward game. Got this little ball, 2-inch ball, hit it with a stick, hit it down there, put it in that, that cup in the ground. Very straightforward game. When you hit it, try to keep it in the middle of the fairway, get on the green in as few shots as you can. Hopefully, just one or two putt. Very straightforward game. I understand all the rules as far as mulligans and the water, that kind of stuff. I understand what I'm supposed to do. But that doesn't make me a good golfer. It's not just because I go buy a good set of clubs that I can start signing up for tournaments and start golfing for a living. It's a simple enough game. But being good at it, good enough to where I can make a living at it, yeah, that's a whole different story. And trading is the same way. It looks entry level. It looks very straightforward, but it requires skill. And the skill is skill with yourself and skill with execution and skill in doing certain things that are part of this job. Certainly more than just controlling your emotions and just doing what you're supposed to do. There's a range of skills that this job requires. And so that's one of the big traps. And again, it's an easy entry trap because we look at this, my God, it looks so simple. Yeah, just find a good strategy, follow your rules, golden. No, there's way more to this job than that. So what do you do as far as getting past the strategy and psychology oversimplification issue? The way you get around that and shorten the time to becoming successful. Because see, the thing is, most traders, they sit there and they bounce back and forth between strategy and psychology, and they bounce back and forth for years without ever getting ahead of things. Most of the traders that come to me for help have been trading for like more than 5 years, and they're still struggling. And they're still bouncing back and forth between, oh, I got to fix my strategy or find a new strategy, or, oh, I got to focus on my psychology. And it's just this back and forth. And they never get past the issues. They're never getting to where they got consistently profitable trading. And the big thing that's missing in the middle of all that is the skill set. This is professional level. This is not poker night with your buddies, just having fun with the slots. This is you up against institutional bankers, international investors, seasoned veterans, and they've all got resources and experience and talent, and they're competing for the same money that you are. It doesn't look competitive, doesn't feel competitive because all you're looking at is the chart. But there's a whole lot of people on the other side of every trade, and they're just as hungry to make money as anybody else. And the thing is, if you're not bringing the skill set to get good at this game and execute well, and execution is a skill set, it's not just discipline. You can't psych yourself into good, consistent, and comfortable execution. It doesn't work that way. Don't believe me? If you think, oh, yeah, right, Brian, look around. How many traders, that's exactly what they've been trying to do for years, and it still isn't getting them there. Maybe you can relate. That seriously, you can't just psych yourself into becoming a good trader. You have to skill up. What you have to do is level up. You have to acquire the skill sets that allow you to take a strategy, build a solid system on it, proof of concept that works, build the confidence, the consistent execution. Oh, and yes, of course, part of the psychology of things is undoing the damage of the past. So you need to have a process for all this. And that's what I teach traders. Swing by InsideOutTrading.com, right up here. You'll find that I probably have a workshop going on or other resources that you can pick up. But my whole thing is, this is a professional, this is a profession, this is a skill-based profession. And the job requires a certain level of skill. And so long as you're just operating down here where you're able to trade, but you haven't gotten the complete training that get you up to here, it's going to be rough. And a lot of traders stay stuck down here for years, seriously, like 5, 10 years, sometimes 15 years. And they never get up here and they wonder why it's just this endless battle with their emotions. And I just can't seem to make money. It's because it looks so simple. It's really easy to underestimate this. But when you have a process, and for me, I was very fortunate. My background was quality assurance. I'm a certified quality engineer, and I was able to take the stuff that made me very successful in the plant that I worked at. We were very successful at getting good, consistent execution out of it. A lot of different people, a lot of different jobs over time. And when I applied it to my trading, wow, it's all of a sudden, I'm not struggling anymore. I actually have a solid handle on this. And I found that when I teach this to other traders who are sitting there thinking, oh, I've got emotional control issues, I have some psychological issues. No, you have incomplete training issues. Nobody's given you they haven't properly equipped you or prepared you for the challenges of this job. And when you have the skill set, what's cool is when you get this, trading becomes no more difficult than your regular day job. And that's awesome. Seriously, you've got the goods. That's why you're in a position to trade. But because this looks so easy, it's a mental trap, and it's easy to just constantly underestimate this and have that go on for years. SwingByInsideOutTrading.com. If you want, you can book a call with me. We can talk about your situation. If you want to just pick up some of the free resources that I have there for you to help you be a bit better trader, help you develop some of the skill sets, maybe fill some of the gaps, that have been missing from your training as a trader. But let's get you on to more consistent, profitable trading, and you'll get there through skills and knowledge, not just continuing to trade. You can't just keep trading thinking, oh, just be more disciplined and somehow things will magically turn around one day. Yeah, in about 10 to 20 years. But if you want to shortcut it, if you want to keep it, cut that down to like maybe 60 days, plus or minus a week or two, yeah, there's a way to do that. And swingbyinsideouttrading.com. You can find out more about that. I hope this has been helpful. I really do. If you would, leave me a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends. Seriously, if you have friends who trade and you don't want to see them struggling anymore, they're good people and their heart's in the right place, I can help you out. I really can. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years here in just a little over a month, which is cool. And this is awesome. I didn't invent quality assurance, but when I learned how to apply it to trading, it's like, this is what everybody's missing. And it's awesome. So swingbyinsideouttrading.com, subscribe to my channel. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.